Auzubillahi Minash-Shaytanir-Rajim. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Before I hand over the mic to Honorable Sila to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joiner, may I seize this opportunity to felicitate Muslim brothers and sisters for the Ramadan, and that we pray that God gives us grace, mercy, and accept our prayers and supplications for this Ramadan. And on that note, I will call on Honorable Sila to lead us in the Muslim prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala Ibrahim wa barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim fil alamin innaka Hamidun Majid. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adhaban nar. Rabbana la tuzigh qulubana ba'da idh hadaytana wa hab lana min ladunka rahmatan innaka antal wahhab. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amin.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Gracious and eternal Father, guide our steps as we go forth this day and this week. Breathe on us your breath. Fill us with new life until this earthly part of us glows with your divine fire. Through Christ our Lord, we pray with praise and thanksgiving. Amen.
Council, can you please, 1 minute? Can you please call our last witness? We continue with our last witness, please. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Welcome back. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, may I remind you that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed.
Thank you, yes.
Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness to you.
Good morning, Mr. Leigh.
Yes, good morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And Ramadan Mubarak.
Thank you.
You are Muslim, right?
Very well.
Council, you may proceed.
Good morning, Honorable Chairperson and Honorable Commissioners. Good morning, everyone present, and Mr. Leigh, good morning.
Good morning.
Let us discuss your statement.
Okay.
It's the second page.
Okay, before going further, I want to make this portion very clear. The portion that was read by Cox, on that day, it was a mistake.
Miss Cox, you mean?
Yes.
Council Cox.
Council Cox. It was a big mistake. I know it must be an oversight.
What portion are you referring
The
to?
portion that I am referring was the amount she was saying that I withdrew it and put it into my account in Janjanbureh Area Council. That was definitely was a big oversight. It was a mistake. I took over Janjanbureh area. I was in Mansakonko Area Council in 2016, although it's not within your mandate. When I was going to Janjanbureh Area Council, I submitted 3,439,615.53 dollars. This was what I left in Mansakonko Area Council. Wait, I'm coming. Let me speak my mind. This was in 2016. I left for 2016.
Sorry, Mr. Leigh.
Ma? Could you give me the opportunity
no,
for...
let me just explain.
Okay. This is not going to be a brief explanation.
No, wait. You will be given the opportunity to explain everything that you want to explain.
Good.
We want to remind you that the commission is guided by rules.
I don't mind. On that day you have said it here.
Yes.
Okay.
And whatever you need to say to the commission, we will give you the opportunity to say it.
Correct.
If there are mistakes,
correct,
whatever evidence is given by any witness in this commission is recorded.
Okay.
What we expect from every witness
Yes.
that appears before this commission to show absolute respect and decorum.
Exactly.
And show absolute respect and decorum.
Exactly.
And we make sure we accord that to every witness that sits where you are sitting. The commission is not prosecuting anybody. The commission is finding facts.
Exactly.
And when you state the facts as they are, we will take it.
Exactly.
It is your evidence we take.
Exactly.
It is nobody else's evidence.
Yes.
So, and if the council is interjecting to ask you,
Yes.
have the decor to listen and then answer. If
Exactly.
you have anything to say, you say it, because we will give you that opportunity
Exactly.
to do it to the fullest.
Exactly.
All right?
Exactly.
That is what I wanted to remind you before you proceed.
Yeah.
And you could explain everything. Whatever it is, there is a mistake in
Yes.
your statement, there is a mistake
Yes.
in the evidence you have given. If you want to correct it, we do not have any problem with that.
Thank you, Ma.
All right?
Thank you.
So, but we expect you to do it with decorum.
This is it.
Thank
I will
you.
do it.
So please.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. You may proceed.
Okay. When I took over Janjanbureh Area Council in 2016, I was there for 4 years as the CEO. I did so many projects, even the ones for gun works. I paid all the money.
Mr. Leigh.
No, I'm just coming.
Mr. Leigh.
Just please, just for 5 minutes. I'm just going to explain this for 5 minutes.
Mr. Leigh, if
Just to correct Madam Cox, that when the statement that she has just read here on
Mr. Leigh. Mr. Leigh.
I'm just telling you, by then I was not in Janjanbureh.
Mr. Leigh. Mr. Leigh. If the chairperson allows you to speak for 5 minutes, I have no problem with that.
And I'm allowed to speak.
If
You said let me continue.
Mr. Leigh, if the chairperson allows you to speak for 5 minutes, I have no issue with that.
Okay.
To me, it is just not relevant to talk about Massaconge Area Council.
No,
do we allow him to proceed with 5 minutes?
I want to yes, I want to clarify.
Please proceed.
Yes, okay.
So
When I came...
Mr. Leigh, can you listen?
Yes, I can listen.
Can you please listen?
Can I please be?
I said, can you please listen?
Yes,
so
I
we
can
will
listen.
not be talking on
Yes,
the chair, I said.
yes, I can do that.
Can you go straight to the issue
Okay.
that it is not when you want to make a statement at the end of your proceedings,
I can do
and
a
when
statement.
finally, when we are discharging you, finally,
Yes.
you could make any presentation.
Okay.
You could clarify, you could make any submissions that you want to make. So you go straight to the point that you want to clarify with
Okay.
respect to what Ms. Cox has asked you,
Okay.
with reference to the lodgements of the money.
Okay.
Thank you.
I took over Janjanbureh Area Council in 2016. From 2016, I was there up to 2021 February. Then 2021 February, I was moved to Karawan Area Council. Then from Karawan Area Council, I came back to Janjanbureh in August 2023. Okay, you can proceed. As far as you said, I need to explain so many things that I can explain in the near
What
future.
point are you trying to correct?
The point I am trying to correct is, Madam Cox was saying that I took some monies from council's account and put it to my account in Janjanbureh area council, whilst by then I was not even in Janjanbureh.
Very well.
At the tune of $1 point something million, I received that amount from Janjanbureh area council coffers and put it into my account when I was not even in Janjanbureh.
We will revisit
Okay.
Council Cox's statement, and then we will come back to that.
Okay.
Is that fair enough?
Yeah, it's fair.
Good. So going back to the issue for today, the second page of your statement is about revenue forecasting. You said that for revenue forecasting and management, revenue forecasting for the forthcoming year would be based on the collection of the previous year and assessment of the revenue lines. Is that correct, sir?
Let me check.
How do you conduct the assessment?
The second statement, huh?
Yes, how do you conduct the assessment when you were there as a CEO? How are assessments done?
Well, assessment is done yearly. Every year we'll do our assessment of the council, and we'll do it in this way. For example, now, if at all a businessman who is selling paid the other year 500 or 2,500, this year we'll charge him at least for $3,000.
How are they
But
done?
for which-
How do you conduct the assessment? Do you have a team of individuals who will go and conduct the assessment and then provide a report, or what format do you adopt?
Yes, we have a team.
Please explain to us.
On that side, what I used to do is, I will mobilize the councillors. They will go with the revenue collectors.
Yes.
It will be a team. Then they will register all businesses around our region, and we have a business register for it. And it will be submitted to the office after the registration.
Now, if the revenue collectors are to go and conduct the assessment, do you think they will give a fair representation of what the expected revenue would be?
Yes, because normally if they are back, we compare the assessments, the last year assessment and this year assessment. We compare it
Is there a report?
for comparison
The
of.
assessment that has been conducted?
Yes, there is a report.
There's a report.
Yes, there is a report.
Can we see the report for 2018?
For 2018. For 2018, unless if I go to the council and check.
Are you saying there's a report for the assessment for 2018? An assessment report, it exists?
I said the registers are there to confirm.
No, I am asking you as the CEO in 2018. Is there a report in 2018 with respect to the revenue assessment?
There should be.
No,
This is done yearly. Every year we used to do it.
Mr. Leigh, whether there should be is not the question, because the law says there should be one. Whether you as the CEO did an assessment in 2018 is the question. If the answer is yes, there will be a report on which you have to provide.
Yes.
Do you have the report?
Yes.
Can you please provide the report?
Okay. I can.
How about 2019? How about 2019? Mr. Leigh? Mr. Leigh?
I wanted to write the report that you are requesting for.
All right, please go ahead. The 2018 assessment report. And 2019 as well. Let me just say from 2018 to 2021, because you left in 2021. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Good.
Okay.
And when can you produce same?
Well, when I am released by the commission, I will go to look for these documents that is requested by the commission.
There's also the issue of...
May I? Sorry. We will request that you provide these reports by Thursday, this Thursday. We hope that we might be done with you today, but if not, you know, you should provide them by Thursday.
No problem, ma.
Mr. Leigh, and to provide this, the documents we have asked you to provide, you must provide them in person. You have to come and testify and produce the documents if they exist. You understand that, sir?
Okay.
And also the issue of the overstaff and ghost workers during your period in Janjanbureh Area Council in 2018, 2019, and 2020, all the way to 2021. Do you have an issue regarding overstaff?
Well, the overstaffing, people do talk about it, but me, I'm not seeing it as overstaffing, simply because they are paid every end of month. Everybody is paid every end of month.
So where you have everyone paid every end of month, there is no issue of overstaffing?
No, when everybody is doing his or her work correctly and everything is going correctly, I'm not seeing any overstaffs.
What do you understand by overstaff, Mr.?
Overstaff means somebody in the institutions, people are there, they are unpaid, and the workers are too much.
How many employees did you have in 2018?
Unless if I produce the nominal role.
Can you do that, sir?
Yes, I can do that.
For the period you served as the CEO from 2018 to 2021, did you have staffs or individuals that were working for the council and they were not in the establishment register?
No, they are all in the establishment register.
You don't have
they are all in the nominal role, yes.
You don't have that issue?
No, I don't have that issue.
Did you have, at the time when you were working there, any of your relatives were working for the area council?
Yes.
How many?
If I can fully remember, 2.
2?
Yes.
What are their names, sir?
The one is Momoduli.
Momoduli?
Yes, Momoduli.
And the other one?
The other one is Amaduli.
What is Momoduli to you, sir?
Momoduli is my son.
And Amaduli?
Also my son.
How were they employed?
They are employed through the council.
How? Tell us the process they had to go through for their...
There are some vacancies for revenue collectors.
There should be?
There are some vacancies for revenue collectors.
When was this?
This was in 2021.
Yes. Go ahead.
Then I spoke to the chairman that there are vacancies and why not we appoint at least 2 revenue collectors or 3 revenue collectors.
Yes. And then, go ahead, sir.
Then we sit and come to terms that we should appoint at least 3 revenue collectors.
At least?
3. Only 3.
And who are these 3?
The one is Momoduli.
Yes.
The second one is one boy who left for this Bagwe.
Yes.
The third boy is Amaduli.
Amaduli.
Yes.
Did you advertise these positions?
No, we did not.
Where was that?
Well, we did not.
Why was that? You decided to employ your sons. Did you advertise the position?
I said we did not advertise the position.
And I'm asking you the question, why was that? If there are vacancies, they have to be advertised. Is that not the procedure?
That is the procedure.
So why was that not done?
It was not done, definitely.
My
chairman will come here to testify with this establishment committee, but that was not done.
No, I am asking you as to why that was not done. You were the CEO, you decided to employ your 2 sons.
Yes.
Without following due process. Is that not the case? What process did you follow? Were they interviewed?
They were.
How many? Who were in the panel?
No, in fact, for the interview, I cannot say much on that. All I can say was, when they applied, their papers were brought to the council. It was reviewed by the establishment committee.
Who?
The establishment committee.
Who in the establishment committee reviewed?
The chairman was Sawane, Musa Sawane.
That would be contained in the minutes of the establishment committee file. We have the file here.
Well, I don't know whether it is in the minutes of the
You are a member of the committee, of all committees.
Yes.
So if
But I have said it here,
you have said what here?
that I am a member of all committees.
I understand that. I am saying that you will be present, or you should be present if meetings are being conducted.
Yes.
And so, if I am to ask any of the establishment committee members, you are the best person because you were the CEO at the time,
Yes.
who were present in the interview when your sons were employed.
Who was?
The individuals were present.
I said the establishment committee was present.
Who in the establishment committee was present?
Musa Sawane was there.
Yes.
I can fully remember.
Yes,
Omar Balde was there.
yes,
I think he's also among the establishment committee.
yes.
Okay. The full team was, they were there.
Do you have the minutes for that?
This is what I told you the other time, that I cannot remember whether the minutes are there or not.
Which means it never existed. But what you did was, you gave instructions that your son should be employed.
No, I don't give instructions.
There were no formal appointments. They didn't pass through the normal procedure.
I agree.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, I
But why
agree.
would you employ your sons and they wouldn't pass through the normal procedure?
Well, they applied. There are some vacancies. I spoke to the chairman and they applied and they were accepted,
How did they-
appointed.
How did they know that there were vacancies?
I told the chairman that there are vacancies.
How did your sons know there were
No,
vacancies?
not the sons. Before I informed my sons, I informed the chairman first.
Oh, so you informed your chairman that you have vacancies,
Yes.
and then you informed your sons that there are vacancies,
No.
and then your sons went and applied.
Okay.
Is that it?
Okay.
I'm asking you.
Yes, I agree.
Is that how you did it?
It can be like that, but all I know is there are vacancies. 2 of our senior staffs retired. There are vacancies. Then I spoke to my chairman. He said, let them apply, and they applied.
Mr. Leigh, is that how you were conducting the affairs of the area council?
On the issue of what?
Employment of staff. That there should be vacancies and therefore people should ordinarily apply for these positions. It should be budgeted for. But then you decide to just employ your family? Is that why you were the CEO at the time?
No.
But go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
In council,
Yes,
we can appoint up to grade 4, from grade 2 to grade 4.
I understand that.
From grade 1 to grade 4, we can appoint that.
I understand that. That does not give you any right to employ your family members and disregard the entire procedure. Is that not true?
That's true.
Please, I need you to speak into the microphone.
That's true.
When they were employed, were they given appointment letters?
Yes, they were given
By
myself.
yourself?
Yes.
Do you have the appointment letters?
Yes.
Their application and
The applications, for the applications, I cannot tell you that I can produce the applications, but I know I can produce their appointment letters.
why can't you produce the applications?
Well, maybe,
They didn't apply.
no, they did apply. They
Did not apply. They didn't write any application. That's why you can't produce them. Is that not the case?
No, that's not the case.
But can you produce them now?
I can produce the appointment letters.
We need you to produce the application if it exists. Does it exist, sir?
Sir, I told you that they apply.
I
They
understand.
apply. When they apply, I was given the applications, it's passed through the committee. So I will go and check. And you are telling me that all the committees, their files are here.
I am telling you that if the applications exist, then you have to produce them. Do they exist?
The applications?
Yes.
I cannot tell you that I can surrender them, definitely.
Why is that?
Because I don't know whether I will see it or not.
And why is that? Are you not supposed to have custody of all the documents of council?
But it has been said here, I don't know whether you are here or
I'm
not.
asking you the question. Just
wait,
answer.
let me
Mr.
just
Leigh,
tell you,
Mr. Leigh,
there are some documents
Mr.
that
Leigh, if
we
I
are
ask
missing.
you a question, you answer the question. It's as simple as that. Do you understand that?
I understand.
When I ask you a question,
Mr.
just
Patrick,
answer.
I understand what you are saying.
Please. So
With due respect, if you ask me anything that I can produce, I will tell you that I can produce it. But anything that I cannot produce, if I tell you that I am going to produce it, it's going to be a problem for me, and which I will not do.
Do you know Babukar Mane?
Babukar Mane was my director of finance.
Of finance. From
Yes.
which year?
Acting director of finance.
Which year?
I was with him from 2016 up to either 2020.
So he said
2018
in
or
his
20.
statement, it says the second page, second paragraph, that on the issue of ghost staff in the payroll, I am not aware of the issue during my time as director of finance. However, according to the 2019 payroll, there are a number of people who were appointed by CEO Samba, MK Leigh, without being budgeted for. Is that true?
Well, I'm sorry. I will not say it's not true, but all I can say, I appoint people, yes. I appoint cleaners. I appoint laborers with revenue collectors. All this appointment is done by me.
What procedure do
But
you...
for the issue of ghost workers, I don't have any ghost workers with me in the council there, because I'm a native of that area.
And also, he said, when your sons were employed, that they were paid on the counter. Or behind the counter.
They were paid already?
Behind the counter. They were paid in cash.
But he was responsible for all payments.
Because he is saying that because they were not in the payroll.
No, they were in the payroll. How can you appoint somebody, a CEO appoint somebody and the individual is not in the payroll?
I am just telling you because the CEO did not follow the procedure, which you have already confirmed. You had already confirmed and agreed to the fact that you never followed procedure in appointing your sons.
Mr. Gomez.
Don't address me as Mr. Gomez, just answer the question.
They are appointed and they are with their appointment letters and they were in the nominal rule. I can produce that. They were in the nominal rule.
Very well. Now, let's go to 2018 audit report.
Okay.
Were you providing or preparing financial statement during your time as the CEO?
No, we were not, because the financial statements that was produced, we were not preparing any financial statements.
You were not?
Yes.
Why was that?
Because we used to produce it. After producing it, it will not, according to the auditors, they will not accept it.
Why wouldn't they accept it? Why wouldn't they accept it?
They said it's wrong.
And that was the reason why you failed to produce it?
Yes.
How about bank reconciliations?
Even bank reconciliation.
How often were you supposed to conduct bank reconciliations?
Normally, when I was a director of finance, we do it every month.
Every month. When was that?
That was a long time.
When was that, sir?
I said that was a long time when I was a director of finance.
So in 2018, you prepared no bank reconciliation?
For 2018, but then I was not the director.
You were the CEO.
Yes.
The director of finance is answerable to you.
Yes.
You have to account for. You're the chief accounting officer of council.
Yes.
And therefore, you must account for the revenue and expenditure of council, income and expenditure of council.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
I agree.
And how would you account for this if you don't prepare the normal and the accurate books of accounts?
Even at our time, if we prepare it, it's always wrong. This is why I don't force him to prepare it. Although he was preparing it all the time, he used to prepare it, but I am not sure whether it's correct or not.
So you had no bank reconciliation in 2018. That is the fact, sir?
Unless if I consult Buba, the director.
And you had no financial statement in 2018. How were you then in 2018?
The financial statement is prepared, either correct or wrong, but it's prepared.
How can you provide a financial statement without having a bank reconciliation, sir?
Well, this is what I'm telling you. We used to do it, but at the end of the day, it's not accepted.
On page 4 of the 2018 audit report, it states the committees that you had in council, the Finance, Establishment and Development Committee you're supposed to have. Were they all functional?
They were functional, yes. They were functional.
Now the finding reads that our assessment of the governance function of the council revealed that only one of the main committees were established, while only 2 subcommittees have been established and they are finance and establishment committees. We could not confirm the effectiveness of the 2 committees as they have not kept any minutes and files for our review. Is that true, sir?
Yes, it
Why
was
was
true
that?
simply because all the minutes were with the chairman. All our minutes, the file is with the chairman, and by then the chairman was not regularly coming
But that's
to the
not
office.
correct. If you have the chairman, it's not a member of the committee. You are you are a member of these committees.
Exactly.
So that's not correct.
Okay.
What you are saying is not correct. You must appoint the members of the committee. Who appoints the committee members?
The council?
Who in the council appoints the members of the committee?
I said the council simply because when they are doing the appointment, is the chairman and the councillors sits and make the appointment.
And you are a member of these committees.
Yes, I'm a member.
And then you're supposed to be the chief custodian of all these books of council.
Yes.
Do you have minutes? Why would you not keep minutes of council?
We were keeping minutes. I have said it here. We were keeping minutes. It's just that some documents are lost.
So some are lost.
Yes.
How were they lost, Mr. Leigh?
You know, we were constructing our office. Then we went to the governor's office, their old building. From the old building, then we went to the new building. From the new building again, I left them from the new building, and they came back to the council.
That is why you have
Some of the
minutes
documents are lost, yes. I think it has been said here by the Director of Finance.
Please explain your side of the story.
Okay, I will do that.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
What we have is that we have the files, but there are no minutes of meetings. It was shown to you. We have shown you the establishment file. There are no minutes of meetings.
Yes, for establishment,
That is a fact. Is that not true?
This is it, exactly.
Exactly. So
For establishment, you know, definitely, to be very honest with you,
yes,
sir, we were concentrating more
yes.
on finance and establishment.
On finance,
On finance and establishment or contract committee.
yes,
These are the committees that definitely are engaged, fully engaged.
yes.
Yes.
So, but you disregarded the others.
No, not to disregard them, but I mean, they are also functioning, but not to these people, not to these committees.
In your time as a CEO, did you develop any disaster recovery plan? Because I understand in 2019 you have the COVID period.
Yes.
How was council operating during the COVID period?
Well, what I can remember in that was, there was a time
Yes.
we have some funds, and those funds, we have given funds to the chairman for him to buy rice, oil, and some condiments and give it to the communities.
Where did you get these funds from?
These funds, I cannot fully remember where we get it, either the government or our rates, but it comes to the council.
Did you have an account for it?
It's the same account. We are using only 2 accounts. When I was there, I was using only 2 accounts.
So who was administering these funds and how was it spent? Is there any report? Is there any report regarding the COVID funds?
COVID, well, unless I go and check.
Were you having donations from donors during this period?
I think we receive an amount from the government, not donors.
How much was that?
I cannot remember how much was that.
And is there a report as to how it was spent? You have no idea?
Yes, this is why I said I am going to consult my people so that I can know how much was spent and how do we receive these monies.
You have the issue of uncollected arrears during your time. The finding is that there is currently a very low compound rates charges. The rates across all categories of compounds stands at $100 per annum. How much were they paying for the compound rates?
Compound rate, it varies.
Please tell us.
Yes, a compound with a thatched roof, a corrugated roof, It depends. From 1 to 4 corrugated room, we are charging $112. Extra more than that, you will pay. But for one only corrugated house, is only $112,000.
There was an area in 2018 of $624,765.
Okay.
With some defaulters dating up to 5 years. How were you dealing with the issue of these areas in 2018? Because you must have access to this audit report, in 2018 audit report.
Yes, the way we used to treat it is, if at all last year you are having areas, then when we are assessing you this year, we'll put the areas on top of your rates. Then we'll charge you for you to pay that.
But then
all areas are put on top of your current rates and taxes for payments.
But then as of 2018, the amount is $624,000.
How much?
$624,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Where would you have that amount? Why did you not collect these monies?
Well, we used to collect even our areas, but you know, the issue there now is most of these landlords are staying in the Combosia. It's only tenants who are occupying these compounds. You will go there, you will frequently go there, they will tell you, in fact, my landlord is in the Combos. We will even serve them summons through the chiefs. But we find it very difficult to recover monies from these
summons that you serve. Do you have records of the service of this summons?
For 2018?
Yes. Because if you serve summons for the recovery of these areas, because for Bansang alone, there is $50,000. You have Brikama Bar, $350,165 uncollected. And the funny issue is, it may not even be revenue that is not collected. It's unaccounted for as well.
Yes, but for rates, you cannot pay somebody rates without giving the individual a receipt.
But we have seen that. And then yet still you will see collectors who cannot really explain as to who will always give you an understatement of how much they have collected.
Well, that depends on the collectors, but you cannot, by the law, you cannot collect rates from somebody without giving the individual a receipt and the alkali's receipt.
So again, do you have records of the service you have done and the efforts you have done in recovering this particular amount?
From 2018?
Yes.
No, I don't have those records, definitely.
And why
because
is that?
most of our senior collectors are they retired. People like Mr. Kamara, who was
That is not an excuse, Mr. Leigh. You run an institution. You are supposed to manage the institution. So every document must be kept. And there's a time period as to how long you must keep these documents before you dispose them.
Very well, I know it.
So you don't keep documents?
No, we keep documents.
So where are they?
Well. No, for these ones I cannot tell you that they are there, definitely, to be honest. Any document that you requested, if I am quite sure it's there, I will tell you that it's there. If it is not there, I will tell you that I cannot know, unless if I go to confirm.
Did you keep a fuel or asset register in 2018?
Asset register?
Yes.
Asset register is throughout.
It's throughout?
It's throughout. You will come, they will hand over the register to you. Then when you are going, you will also hand over the register to your predecessor.
Why was it not submitted to the auditors when they came? Audit?
For 2018?
Yes. You had access to the audit report. If you're saying it existed, why was it not submitted? Both the fuel register and the asset register.
Well, for fuel register, we don't have fuel register.
Why is that?
Simply because we buy fuel. It's just of recent that I made the negotiations to Jar Oil. That was around 2020. Before I leave the council, we'll go and be fueling from him. Then after, we'll pay.
Why did you not submit the asset register to the auditors?
For the issue of the asset register, we have it.
Why did you not submit it to the auditors?
I think it was submitted to him, to the auditors. It was submitted to the auditors.
It was not. This is the audit report which you have not replied to. The management response is empty. And you had access to the report.
Yes, and I do answer the. I do answer the.
Yes,
the
you answered some, but not this one. This one is empty.
Might be it's an oversight, but I answer all questions. All audit queries that is sent to me, I make sure that I answered one way or the other.
Let's assume it's an oversight. If you have a copy that you have sent to the auditors, you can forward it to us. Do you have it?
A copy of the 2018
of your response.
Unless if I check, but I don't think I have it now.
But that's the issue.
I don't.
So if you sit down here and say you have responded, how would we? Why should we just take your word for it?
No, but I mean, audit report. We are given timeline whereby you should respond within that time.
I understand, and you must respond by formally. Is that not the case?
Yes,
you must respond in writing.
Yes, by formal.
And if you do that, then you'll have
a copy.
Copy.
But from 2018 up to now, I don't think I have a copy of.
Well, you are employed to keep records.
Yes, exactly. I agree.
Sorry.
Mr. Commissioner, I agree.
Sorry. Mr. Leigh, did you avert your mind whilst answering these questions to section 203 of the contained in the financial manual, which has the heading Finance and Accounting Staff? Subsection G, let me just go straight to that, says that you, the finance staff, are personally responsible for the due performance of their financial duties and are required to. G says to see to it that all books of accounts, register, records, etc. are maintained in accordance with the financial and accounting manual and are kept up to date.
True.
Do you agree?
I agree.
That this is what you were supposed to have done?
No, I agree. And I know it like that.
Yes. And did you note that one of the staff indicated that when you people were moving, your records were dumped in the veranda and were not kept? Was that supposed to have been the situation?
No, that should not have been the situation. This is why I said when I was going, I left them there. When I was going.
That is, you left them at the veranda?
No. I left before they go to the to our new office.
Okay.
Before I left, when Mr. Mane was taking over from the other Mane, Bubakar, the whole day we will be there. Each document, I have them here, all records, I have it with me here. Each document that is to be submitted to Mane, the other Mane.
Can we have that document that you have there now?
Yes.
Please.
Yeah, so this was the handed over note from the Director of Finance, Mr. Babukar Mane?
Yes.
we apply to tender the handover note from Mr. Babukar Mane, Acting Director of Finance, Janjanbureh Area Council, to Mr. Alaji Mane, Director of Finance.
Yes.
Dated the 8th of February 2021, into evidence as an exhibit. It is signed by Babukar Mane, Mr. Alaji Mane, and the witness CEO Samba MK Leigh.
Mr. Leigh, where is the original of this handing over notes?
The original should be in our file.
So please note it and help us check
The original.
and bring the original so that we
Okay.
compare it with this one. Exhibit, check date. The handing over notes dated the 8th of February 2021 with reference JAC/H01/0002 been handing over notes from Mr. Babukar Mane, Acting Director of Finance, Janjanbureh Area Council, to Mr. Alaji Mane, Director of Finance. The said handing over notes are admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/SMKL/JAC/005.
Ask the Commission, please. Now, the audit report for 2018 highlighted the issue of overstaffing, Mr. Leigh.
Okay.
And it stated that the council did not have a recruitment plan in place in terms of the manpower requirements. Review of the staff complement appears to show more than required staffing, especially with market staff and collectors. But this is contrary to your, do you agree with this?
Well, what is the management report? I did not agree with it, simply because, as I told you the other time, although I can accept it like that, there is an overstaffing. But the overstaffing, council, we were managing to pay salaries, we were doing everything.
Do you have staff that were working part-time?
In council?
Yes.
No, my time there was
The revenue collectors, do you have some that were working part-time?
No, there was no part-time.
But this has corroborated or is in line with the evidence of Mr. Mane, which you denied in the beginning.
Yes.
Your Director of Finance, his evidence is the same with the finance of the audit report.
Yes, because
there were issues of individuals who are paid and they are not in the payroll.
I cannot remember those names.
I'm just telling you that even your son was part of these individuals.
My son was among the nominal rule.
But I'm just telling you that the findings of the auditor
And
is
secondly,
consistent with the finding with the evidence of Mr. Mane, your acting director of finance. Is he not the one in charge of the finance of council?
yes, he was directly
Directly under you?
under me, yes.
And so you are saying it would be wrong for him to say this?
Yes, he was very wrong. Simply because, Babukar was a bit annoyed, simply because I forced him to hand over to Mr. Mane, which he was not ready to do. This was why he was saying all this.
When did you force him to hand over?
To hand over.
When was this?
This was when he was going for this, when Mr. Mane was
When? Which year?
No, in 2018? No, 2021.
2021?
Yes.
We are talking about events of 2019, 2018.
Yes,
20.
but this is why he raised this question, this issue, simply because he was annoyed.
But the issue is consistent with the findings of the auditor.
Yes, because he took it from the audit report.
But you now should reply to the auditor.
This is why I said during the management report, there is even possible there is an overstaffing, but the overstaffing doesn't worry the council because we are paying them their salaries and everything is going normal.
Mr. Leigh, you see, this now talks about your understanding with respect to how you should manage council. You employing 700 people and paying them doesn't mean that you're not overstaffed. If you have more workers than you need, you are overstaffed. It's as simple as that. Do you understand? Then one should be very worried regarding your understanding as to how you should be CEO of the council.
Let me help you here. Council?
No, you don't help me. You answer the questions.
I will answer the questions. This
Yes.
is what I'm saying.
Go ahead, sir.
The question is, if there is any overstaffing, then I meet it in the council. But the council people are performing, and there is no problem with the council. We are paying salaries.
Were the staffs, some of the collectors paying themselves?
Collectors to pay themselves?
Yes, from the revenue that they collect. Were you aware of this?
Our time. No, our time we don't do that. What I used to do is all the collectors, unless our cleaners, our laborers,
Yes.
our messengers, some of them are not at the bank line. They are the very one we used to pay.
They're the very one used to pay.
Yes, by through cash.
Now,
But most of these collectors, they are all on the bank. They are all in the various banks.
the findings further states that evidence showed that a number of collectors work on only part of the week, as there is no enough work for all collectors on each particular day.
I agree.
But that's part-time.
I agree.
This is what we were talking about.
When it is part-time, we are paying them full salary.
No,
Simply because, wait, those who are at our Lumo,
Mr. Leigh, you see, I don't have to remind you again. I'm trying to exercise patience. I don't have to remind you again that you don't talk to people in a very impolite way.
no, I don't.
When I ask you questions, just answer them.
I don't do that. Mr.
I
Patrick.
just want to be respectful to you.
Okay. As I will be
Just
respected, I will
just
also
hear me
respect
out.
to
Just
you.
hear me out.
Okay.
Just answer the questions.
Okay.
If you have comments, you can talk to the commissioners that you want to make a comment. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Now, the issue of the part-time. Why would you have collectors to be working part-time?
I said there is no part-time. The issue here is they will work for 2 days in a week or 3 days in a week.
Yes.
Those people, they are paid full salary. How are they part-time?
So in your evidence is that as long as you are paid full salary, you are not part-time.
They are not part-time.
Then what is
To me.
part-time to you, sir?
Part-time is on temporal appointment. For example, now you come, you work for 2 months or a month, then you are relieved for some time. For example, now
Yes.
we are at our peak period.
Yes.
We can hire people for them to work for us. At the end of the season, we can say bye to them. This is part-time, to my understanding.
Were you telling revenue collectors to be submitting monies or making expenditures from the monies that they collect?
No, in fact, I am advising all
First, answer the question, and then you can make your comment. Was that done?
to do what? Repeat.
Asking revenue collectors to spend the monies that they collect on other expenditures?
No, we don't do that.
So
If you give me a chance, I will tell you.
please explain.
Okay, for example, now,
Yes.
if at all we are a bit far from the banks,
Yes.
if we need cash at the council,
Yes.
for example, a council meeting or any other meeting or anything that is urgent that we need money from the council, we can call one collector to tell the individual that make sure you don't submit to the bank, bring the money to the council so that we can use this amount and do this, anything that we are supposed to do.
But that is what we are talking about. That is exactly what Mr. Mane said in his evidence. So that means spending the revenues that you collect for other issues.
Yes, I agree. But
We
Mr. Mane was among when in fact, he was the director of finance when we are doing anything that we are doing.
Yes.
The monies passed through him.
That is why he said in his evidence that you are giving instructions that monies be expended on other issues, other operational issues, instead of it being taken to the bank.
But if you go through our records with Reliance, you will see what we were banking. You will see it.
The issue is not about saying what you have banked, Mr. Leigh. The issue is about following due process. Do you understand that?
Yes.
What you are supposed to do, as per your role as CEO,
Yes.
you are supposed to follow the law.
Okay.
And if you disregard the law, then you would be responsible. Do you know that?
Okay.
Do you know that?
Yes, I know that.
Good. And the issue of the payroll, the further finding regarding the payroll is that you did not keep a comprehensive list of all employees or all staff of council. That there is evidence that the staff at some pay points, example Bansang, are not part of the master list. There is also the practice of collectors instructed to pay themselves from their own collections, and which did not reflect in the central payroll system. Please respond to that.
Well, I cannot respond to that question simply because
Yes.
all the revenue collectors,
Yes?
we have them, we take them to the bank. And their salaries, they are receiving their salaries at the bank. So how can they pay themselves? And we are drawing checks at the end of every month.
But if you appoint someone and they are not in the payroll, how will you pay them? I'm asking you that question.
But let him tell me.
I'm just asking you, your son,
I told you my son is in the payroll.
but not when he
That
was
was not
employed.
even, it was not something that we hide.
When he
it
was
was plain to everybody that
when-
they were appointed
when
and
he-
they were doing their work.
When they were initially employed, they were not in the payroll. It was after, according to Mr. Miner, you regularized the system. But when they were initially employed, they were never in the payroll. Is that not correct? Is that not correct, sir? Because the records are there, we can see it. When they were employed, there were no due process followed. So how can they be in the payroll?
They were in the payroll.
Not
This is
when
what
they were
in the
employed.
payroll. You cannot pay somebody without the payroll.
We will wait for the.
My chairman will come and he will testify it here that they were in the payroll.
Do you know which bank your sons bank with?
My sons.
Yes.
The other one was banking with Reliance. The other one was a pay table, and later
Who are the other one you are referring to? They have names.
Ahmadu was receiving his salary on the pay table, and later he left. Momodu is receiving his salary at the bank.
Why would Ahmadu receive his salary on the pay table?
Maybe it's his choice by then. But me, I advise all collectors to be bank to take their salaries to the bank. In fact, we were advised by the auditors for us to take all our staffs to the banks.
And you said they were all employed in which year?
No, they were employed in different years.
Which year was Mr. Momodu Leigh employed?
Momodu.
I have his statement here.
Yes, Momodu, I cannot remember when he was appointed, but the appointment letter is there.
You said earlier on in 2021, right? Did you say 2021?
No. He was
When?
He might be appointed in 2020. Either 2020 or 2019.
2018.
20?
You appointed Mr. Mamadou Leigh in 2018.
Good.
In 2018, that is his own evidence,
Okay.
his own statement
I accept.
as a revenue collector.
Okay.
Again, very consistent with Mr. Mane's evidence that when he was appointed in 2018, he was not in a payroll. In 2018.
But that was the fault of Mr. Mane, being the director of finance.
No, let's
He was appointed, giving him, I copy him on the appointment letter, there's a copy. I copy the director of finance with the chairman.
let's accept the position first.
Okay.
The fact that when Mamadou Leigh was appointed in 2018, Mamadou Leigh was never in the payroll. That is a fact.
Okay, I accept.
Now you accept.
Yes.
But before you were denying.
Yes, simply because when I appointed him, I copied the director of finance. So I see no reason why he should not be in the payroll.
Because you failed to follow due process. You went and employed your family. And no one, you should know better than anybody else that you cannot do. That's conflict of interest. If they are qualified, let them apply like any other person. Is that not the case, Mr. Leigh?
Yes.
So why would you not subject them to all the normal procedure like any other Gambian? Why must your sons benefit from the government coffers, public funds? Are they better than the other people that are living that are looking for work or job?
No.
And you are sitting here, you are trying to defend something that you can't defend? Not even one, two of your sons.
Yes, there are two. But the other one
Unlawful appointments.
unlawful appointments.
Yes. Is that not the case? Let's proceed, because if we were to talk about this issue, we will be here the whole day. There is the issue of variance between GTRs and the main cash book. Were you keeping the cash book? What was the cash book system in the bank, in the area council?
What is
Did
it?
Finance have his own cash book, the master cash book?
The cash book is only with the director of finance.
Yes, I understand that.
If there is any variance between the cash book and the receipt book,
Yes.
that is the fault of the director of finance.
No, that's your fault as well. You want us to tell you how it's your fault? Are you not the chief accountant of a council?
Yes.
So why would it be the fault of the director of finance alone?
Simply because he is the very one who is entering and doing everything.
But that's why they
When
have,
I was a director of finance, I was charged at one time, and I paid for it.
that is
And
why,
the chief accounting officer was there.
that is why there must be bank reconciliation.
Okay, I agree.
Because if there is no bank reconciliation, you wouldn't know exactly the state of affairs of the accounts of council.
Okay.
But just because you yourself, you don't follow procedures, so they are there for you disregard all these requirements. So the variance,
But on the issue of the cash book with the receipts,
yes,
that's
that's your primary
no,
role.
no, wait. That is the domain of the director of finance. That's his
Page
direct
8,
domain,
page
whereby he should do everything.
Fine.
Even if I am answering in the management letter, I will tell the director of finance to pay for it.
Thank you. Now let us examine, that is if you do your job, but let us examine what page 8 says regarding the chief executive officer. Section 202, that the CEO shall be appointed by Local Government Service Commission, and as the accounting officer of council shall be responsible for the general management and supervision of the financial and accounting operations of council. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, yes.
And
yes.
he is personally responsible for the due performance of financial duties of council. That's you. You want to sit here and deny that? Mr. Leigh,
Yes.
do you want to deny that you don't have the responsibility?
I am not to deny
Do
anything.
you now agree that it's your responsibility? Do you now agree that it is your responsibility? The law says it clearly, that you are personally responsible. Do you agree with that, sir?
You see, I agree, but with council is a problem for us.
Okay?
Somebody will go and do something else, they will come and they will say that the CEO is responsible.
Because the CEO is not
And
managing the council.
the CEO cannot know all this.
That's true, I agree. But if the CEO is managing council well, the CEO will definitely, because there are rules and regulations as to how, when you follow them, all this will will come to light. But you don't have no interest in following rules.
No, we have interest.
Now, the amount that is the variance with relation to the GTR and the main cash book is altogether $86,784.
How much?
$86,784.
Okay.
For example, you have one lamb in Balde. The cash book states $77,728, and the GTR states $77,114.
That is the mistake of the Director of Finance.
Do I have to repeat to you that if you were doing bank reconciliation, you would have found this out?
Yes, you told me.
So let us just not go there.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Okay.
So how did you deal with this amount?
This amount normally...
Was it recovered?
Yes, I do recover. I even write it in the statement that for him to pay it and withdraw a receipt for him.
You even read where?
I said in the statement, when I am answering the audit report, I will make sure...
Did you recover this amount?
Yes.
Was it already recovered?
I said yes.
When was it recovered?
Before I send this, the management letter to the...
How was it recovered?
I will call the individual, anybody who is responsible, I will tell the individual to pay, we'll draw a receipt for the individual.
How was this particular amount recovered? See, when I ask you one question, just answer the question. How was it recovered?
He paid for it. Mr. Balde paid for it. Mr. Balde paid for it.
Mr. Balde paid for it?
Yes.
How much did he pay?
If there is any deficit, the individual is responsible.
How about Fatumata Jobate? $5,000 is variance.
5,000?
Yes.
I can fully remember. She paid for it.
Lamin Balde, $58,170 is variance. Was it paid? Fatumata Jobate again, $20,000 is?
How much?
$20,000 is?
20.
Was it paid?
They were all paid.
How were they paid?
The individual pay for it. Any default.
How were they paid?
They will bring cash and we'll draw receipt for them.
Do you have evidence of that, sir?
The receipts.
Yes.
The receipts is in the audit query there. I will put the receipts there. I normally put the receipts there.
But do you have the evidence of payment?
No, I don't have it.
Would they pay it to a bank account?
No, they pay it to the director, and the director will draw a receipt for them.
And then the money will be deposited?
Yes, it can be deposited.
Can you provide evidence of that?
No, I cannot provide that evidence.
You see, you cannot be saying things that you know fully well is not true. You yourself know what you are saying is not true, Mr. Leigh. That is a sad part of it.
No, what I am telling you...
The sad part is exactly what I'm telling you. You know all the things you are saying here, especially with respect to this individuals paying this money, it's not true. It's false. I don't know why you decide just to come and mislead everyone today.
No, I did not decide to mix anybody.
Then be honest and answer questions in the best of your ability.
Exactly. But these are audit queries whereby the CEO, when answering this, they have to pay. If they did not pay, how are you going to treat it? It's not lodged at the bank.
So, Mr. Leigh, I just want to intervene and state that for liabilities that staff have, I think it will be prudent for you to clearly state whether these monies were recovered or not. For if you cannot produce evidence to show that these monies were recovered, the financial manual is very clear. You will be held accountable for those monies which you did not use. So it's important for you to state to us in clear terms whether these monies during your time were recovered. If they are not recovered, we have in our evidence that these monies are not recovered. The people that use these monies will account for them. But if you fail to tell us that these monies are recovered, based on the financial manual, you will be held responsible for those monies. I just want to make it clear to you.
Thank you, Ma. It's very clear.
Thank you.
But Ma, I am fasting and under oath.
You affirmed.
Yes.
You made affirmation.
Affirmation, okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right, okay.
Unless you want to make an oath now, Mr. Leigh. Is that what you want to do?
You want me to repeat it again?
Yes, sir.
Ah, okay.
Can you? Now, you gave an additional statement to the investigators
Yes.
on the 12th of February 2024. An additional statement, sir.
Yes.
If I show you the copy, would you be able to?
No, I have the copy with me here.
Mr. Leigh, this is just procedure.
Okay.
Mr. Leigh, can you please stop what you're doing and then focus on? Just have a look at this document
Okay.
and tell us whether that is the statement that you gave to the investigators. That is the additional statement?
Yes.
Was you first gave a statement on the 21st of December 2023?
Yes.
Please go through it.
In addition, on the issue
No, you don't have to read it.
Okay, right. Let me just go on my own.
Yes.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Not to read word for word, but just tell us whether that is a statement that you gave.
I said yes.
Did you sign the statement?
Yes, I signed, I do.
Can we please have the statement? We apply to tender the additional statement of the witness, Samba M.K. Leigh, into evidence as an exhibit. It's dated to 12th of February 2024.
Counsel, I believe the evidence, the additional statement was admitted.
Yes, the register just told me it's already tendered.
Yes.
I didn't see it marked on the statement.
This one
Now
was
then,
an additional copy.
Very well. Then in your statement, thank you, Chairperson, you made reference to the COVID fund, the COVID period. That there was an imprest given to the chairperson, that's the second page, Ibrahima J. Janko Sane, an amount of $300,000 as imprest. Do you see that?
Yes, I see it.
Can you please tell us about that imprest?
This 300,000 was given to Mr. Sane
Yes.
to go and buy rice, oil, and take it to the Nyaminas and give it to the communities, our communities in Nyamina.
Who gave Mr. Sane this amount?
It's the council itself.
How did the council give Mr. Sane the amount? You are the one to sign and the finance director.
Yes.
So how did the council give Mr. Sane the amount of?
Well, during COVID, we sit and discuss.
Who is we? Who are you referring to as
The
we?
council itself with the councillors, the chairman, everybody,
Yes.
and the committees, either the finance committee, that we should buy some rice and some oil, cooking oil, and give it to the communities.
All right. That would have been a very good thing to do.
Simply because, you know, other councils were doing it,
Yes.
and we deemed necessary for us also to do it.
Yes, you were serving the community, so it was there's the need to do that.
Okay.
But then let's examine the procedure you followed in giving the chairman this amount of money.
Okay.
Was there a resolution passed?
It was through the council resolution. It was through council, yes.
Is there a resolution?
On this issue, there is no resolution, to be honest.
Then it is not council.
It's council simply because it can be in our minutes.
But do you have the evidence of those meeting minutes that you have discussed the issue of giving the chairman $300,000? The chairman is not the best man, is he? Please answer the question.
Yes, I will do.
Is there a minute? Are there minutes regarding this particular
There is
discussion?
no minutes.
Which means that it was not discussed at council level?
There is no minutes, no resolution passed.
Which means it is not a council decision.
Wait.
Is that not the case?
It's not?
If there are no minutes and there are no resolutions to this effect, then it's not a council decision.
It's a council decision. Although all what you are requesting is not there, but it's a council decision. Without a council decision, we cannot. $300,000 is how can we give it to the chairman?
The people that they always refer to as, is it the big men also?
Yes, the big men of the council.
Yes. They are the ones who make the decisions. You yourself, the chairman, the finance director, and whoever is part of your crew. That does not make it a council decision, does it?
No.
If it is not formal, it's not formal. You have the authority to sign, and the finance director, is that not the case?
No, it was not formal, definitely.
So if it is not formal, it is not a council decision. You cannot sit here and say it's a council decision. Mr. Leigh.
Okay, I agree.
You agree?
Yes, I agree.
Now, what was supposed to be bought for, by the chairman?
I said rice and oil.
How many bags of rice?
It was calculated. It was calculated by us.
Us who?
By the council itself, by everybody. We were all there. The finance director was there, calculated, fully calculated, and we give him the money and he...
Where is the calculation?
The calculation is not here.
Where is it?
On the issue of calculation, although I think the director also should be in a better position.
Can you answer the question, please? I have told you, I don't want to run out of patience, Mr. Leigh. Just answer the question. Where is the calculation?
It's with the director of finance.
Who?
Mr. Mane.
Why won't you have it as a CEO?
Me, I'm not having any books to write. Me, I only write letters and so forth.
You are the CEO. I had read to you what your role is, what your responsibilities are. And by the way, is the chairman a contractor or a supplier?
No, he is not.
Why give him money to supply food?
Well, I just want him, the committee, our committees to know about him, so that, you know, as a politician, when they are engaged in such issues, that also they see it as something very big to them. This is why I even tell Mr. Mane to give him this cash so that he can go and do this program for the communities.
You want to comment?
Mr. Leigh.
Yes.
It's very disappointing to hear a civil servant talk like the way you talk, to give such evidence before a commission of inquiry. It's unfortunate. We are not asking here about political issues. We are asking you questions as to the processes and the procedures of running the council and what could be remedied to make it accountable to the people that you serve. So it is unfortunate for you to say you are giving money to the chairman for political reason. The chairman is elected by the people. The people felt they trusted the guy to elect him to that office. But that office had a management, and the management is you, the CEO, and your staff that are supposed to follow process that is laid down for you to be able to implement the mandate accorded to you by the acts and the regulation that set up the councils. Is that not correct?
Very correct, ma.
So why should you make these considerations? Don't you think it was really out of place for you as CEO and your people to make such considerations when dealing with, you understand, the support of people that you are supposed to serve? So please answer the question when council asks you, because the minimum you accord the Gambian people that you are serving is to answer questions honestly. Council, you may proceed.
Mr. Leigh, Mr. Leigh?
Yes.
So this amount that was given to the chairman, Ibrahim Janko Sane,
Yes.
did he buy the foodstuffs that he was supposed to buy?
Yes.
Do you know where? Please go ahead. To tell us how it was purchased.
Well, Mr. Sane, when we gave him this money, he went and cashed the check, and I met with him in Birkamaba. He was buying rice, oil, so many things, even hiring a vehicle to take it to the Nyaminas. I can witness that, and that has happened.
Do you know how much he spent?
He spent all the money.
How would you know?
The councillors were there, myself, I was there.
You were present when he was spending all the money.
Yes, and even where he bought this rice also,
Where was that?
in Birkamaba, at one Amadou Gueye.
One Amadou Gueye.
Yes, a businessman.
Now, you said that in your statement, I was aware of the said impress payment. I think that the said chairman must have retired the said impress with the Director of Finance.
He retired without retiring it. How is he going to account for this $300,000?
Did you call it an impress? Was it what the amount that was given to him? Was that an impress? Was you referred to it as an impress in your statement?
It was not an impress.
What was it?
That
Was it a contract that was awarded to him?
It was not a contract also.
Then how would you refer?
It was monies that was.
Where will it fall in the financial manual? Where will it fall?
No, I don't know. I am not a law practitioner. I don't know. All I know, I was trying to encourage my chairman so that.
He will win elections.
Exactly, good.
Did he win the election?
No, by then he was sick.
So you took council's funds, $300,000,
Yes.
to encourage an individual to win elections. Was this your personal money?
Huh?
Was this your personal money?
No, it was not.
Where was this money generated from?
From council coffers.
And you think it's okay?
Yeah, everything was okay.
You think it was okay, what you did?
No. Well, it's now that I am seeing that it should not be like that. But I know he spent everything. He spent everything.
Of course, how he spent the money is the question. Whether you yourself were given part of the money.
No. I
You
was
have
not.
10 bank accounts.
Even though having bank accounts doesn't mean that you should take people's money and put
But
it
you
in your account.
were doing suspicious financial transactions in your account.
No. That was the mistake that I wanted to clear today.
We will clear it, but then also you
Okay,
have monies being given to people for free.
No, it was not for free.
But you don't follow
People
procedure.
will come here to testify. The finance director will testify. The chairman will come to testify.
But you don't follow the
even
procedure. Do you have vouchers for that?
Yes,
Where are the vouchers?
they are there.
They are where?
How can you buy at the tune of 300, give somebody at the tune of $300,000 without a voucher?
Did you
How is
follow?
that possible?
Please note, Mr. Leigh, and bring us the vouchers for this transaction so that we can cross-check with what you have told us.
Okay.
Please note it.
Okay.
Mr. Leigh, you are saying that they are vouchers? Is that your evidence, sir? Is that your evidence, sir?
Yes, there should be vouchers. There are vouchers for it.
Okay, good.
There are vouchers for
The
it.
chairperson has already ordered that you produce the vouchers. Did you pass this particular, the goods that were procured by the chairman, did it pass through procurement?
No, definitely it was not passed through procurement.
Okay. It was just yourself, the finance director, and the chairman that decided this to spend this money.
With the council.
And we've already confirmed that there are no council resolution as well.
No, there is.
We have already confirmed
No,
that,
there was no council resolution or council
and
meeting.
we've already confirmed by your own words that there are no formal meetings from council. Right? Is that correct, sir? Is that correct, sir?
Well, how can you give an amount to somebody, $300,000 without a meeting?
Your words, you said there are
No,
no.
you are requesting for written documents, which I don't think there are any written documents for it.
Thank you very much. Now, another issue in the audit report 2018 is the issue of non-council related activity expenditures. For instance, in 2018, you have the Chief Inspector Mbalo, one police officer. He was given fuel, the cost of fuel supplied to police intervention unit whilst on tour with the Chief of Defense Staff. The amount is $4,692. The remarks are, the amount is what of fuel was given to CP Mbalo upon request for fuel for tour with the CDS in 2018. Was that true, sir?
Yes, it was true.
And you also have one Ibrahim Mane. You supply him fuel, and he works for the SIS at the governor's office. Is that true, sir?
Yes, it's true.
Why would you spend monies when the activity is not related to council?
Yes, no, that.
Was it budgeted for that you will be giving individuals monies for fuel?
No, we put it on our own side fuel. For
Is it
example,
in the budget?
on my vote, yes.
On your?
My vote, on the side of the
No, that's not
the
true.
administration now. For example,
that's not true.
It's true. I said it's true. We give fuel.
Yes.
There was a time we give fuel to officers. It's
Yes.
true. I
But not
accept.
in your vote. That is the part that is not true. If I decide to give anyone a fuel allocation for that is allocated to me, to anyone else, that is not the issue of audit, or for, at least it's not a concern. But what you are saying is not true, and you know it's not true.
What are you saying that what I'm saying is not true? What?
Because what the council is doing is to allocate fuel to individuals, and there will be voucher numbers for that.
I said yes, I agree.
But you are justifying it. You are saying as if it is not council's funds, it is the fuel that was allocated to your office.
No, yes, exactly.
That is the part that is not true. Do you understand that?
No, I don't understand.
How much of fuel were you allocated every month?
No, I'm not allocated every month. It's yearly. When we are preparing our budget, we prepare it yearly. For the whole year that I should spend on fuel.
Your office?
In my office, yes.
Good.
Director of Finance, the same thing. The chairman, the same thing. The planning director, the same thing.
That's all right. Is there any budget allocation for individuals that are not members of council for fuel?
No, there is no fuel.
So why were they given fuel in 2018?
This is what I want to explain, and you don't give me a chance for me to explain.
Go ahead, sir.
In councils,
Yes.
because I serve all councils, in councils,
Yes.
we give fuel to authorities within our region. We do that, sir.
Okay. That is different from giving fuel from your own vote. Right? Is that not the case, sir? So your earlier statement would not be true.
Of
That these payments were from your own vote.
okay, I accept.
Good. You accept, we move on.
Okay, I accept.
Very well. But why would council be allocating fuel for individuals and it is not budgeted for? I mean, I have no problem if it's in the budget. But it's clearly not in the budget, Mr. Leigh. Why would you do that? Are you trying to impress anyone?
No,
Are you trying to gain any favors?
no.
Then why would you do that then?
At times, the security will, that's happening even today. The security will come to council and they will request for fuel. They will say they want to go on patrol and there is no fuel. If they can ride and request for fuel, we'll tell them that, okay, you can ride, we'll give them fuel. That's happening even today.
Did they write?
They used to ride, yes, they used to ride.
Now there's an issue of cash suppression which was concealed as a loan. For example, was a $9,732 to a revenue collector, an amount, I don't know how they write this. There was a revenue collector that suppressed an amount of $9,732. And during your time, you concealed this amount and classified as a loan. Why would you do that?
That's true, that's true. I used to do it. When you are short, I will take the amount and make it, open an account for you, and you will be paying it as a loan.
Why
that's
will
true.
you do that?
Just to favor the individual.
Just to favor the individual?
The revenue collector, just to help the revenue collector, but not that the individual will be paid.
I heard you say the word favor. Why would you favor the individual?
Might be that's a language.
That's the language?
Yes, that's the language,
but,
yes.
But that's the intention?
No, not my intention. Might be that's the language.
That's the intention?
Why
would you do
this
that?
is language, Mr. Gomez. This is language.
But you speak as you think. So that's as simple as that.
You are right. We used to make it a loan for them, and the individual will be paying.
Now, you have the issue of use of single GTR for several transactions. You know you have revenue heads.
Yes.
And so for every expenditure, it must be in line with the revenue head.
Exactly.
Is that not the case?
That's the case.
So the finding is that some of the expenditures were misplaced in relation to the revenue heads. For instance,
I know, yes.
Go ahead.
No, I know what you are saying.
What am I saying, sir?
That the revenue heads that we have at our council, for example, 9101,
yes,
9102,
yes,
9204,
yes,
these are heads that we use for collections and to know
yes,
the amount that you have collected on which head.
yes,
yes.
So why would you misplace the expenditures?
At times that is just a mistake. It's a mistake by the revenue collectors. But the director of finance should be in the better position to answer this question and to peg the boys to where they should put all these heads and put it there.
Mr. Leigh, why the issue of do you recall the issue of the Bilbilkababa car park? There was a proposal for the sale of a car park. Do you recall this?
No, it was not my time.
When was this?
This was in around 2015, around 2011, 2014.
During your time, when you took over in 2018, because it's contained in the report.
Yes.
What obtained in relation to this sale of the car park?
I wrote to, in fact, this matter went up to the National Assembly. This matter is still at that place.
Tell us about the sale.
About this car park, Bilkamba car park.
Yes, go ahead.
The Bilkamba market or the Bilkamba car park?
Bilkamba car park. It says a proposed sale of a car park belonging to the council to Trust Bank Limited.
No, not car park. They made a mistake.
They made a mistake?
Yes.
That's fine. We can always rectify.
Yes.
And check, verify and...
It's a market.
It's a market. Fine. We can always verify and where is the mistake. But then the audit it is captured as a car park. But your evidence is it is a market.
It's a market, yes.
So please proceed. And the sale is for with Trust Bank.
Yes.
Gambia Limited.
Yes.
An amount of $400,000
exactly
was paid.
Yes.
Of which $200,000 has not been accounted for.
Yes.
Please tell us about this particular transaction.
Well, the issue of this car park, when I went to Janjanbureh Area Council, I found this issue there.
Okay.
Then during the audit report also, it was mentioned in the audit report.
Yes.
Whereby I have to respond. I write to the director of finance who was
first tell us about this, the sale itself, what you know about the sale.
For the sale, I was not there by then. By then, I was not in Janjanbureh.
But then there will have been records regarding this particular transaction when you took over.
Well, I did not receive any records concerning about this market.
Okay.
Yes. All I know is within the audit query, and they said they need to the 200 balance that was not within the cash book, it should be paid for it. I have series of letters of that. I wrote to the ministry, I wrote to the then director of finance.
Yes.
Yes, I do that.
Did you write to the bank?
To the bank itself?
Yes.
No, the bank, when I just arrived in Janjanbureh Area Council,
Yes.
they brought some forms, which are, the forms are with me. They said I should sign so that they can proceed and do the work. I said I cannot sign anything, simply because now signing, you have to sign something that you know. This transaction was not done in my presence, and the amount also was not paid in full. So how can I sign?
So as far as you're concerned, you don't know nothing about this particular sale?
No, I don't.
And you took over, you have not done any inquiries about the sale?
I do. I was going there with my director of planning.
To the
We
back?
went there. No. To the side. To the side. The side belongs to the council. It belongs to the area council.
Who has possession of the site now? Who is in control of the site now? The market?
Still is in control of the area council.
Still now?
Still now, yes.
We will require you to provide us with information, since you are the current CEO now, regarding the sale of the
Market.
market
Okay.
/ car park,
Okay, I will do that.
whichever applies.
Okay.
Can you write that down, please?
Yes.
Are you done?
Yes.
Lastly, for 2018,
Okay.
the establishment register is attached or as Annex B. Do you have the copy of the 2018 audit report with you?
No, I don't have it with me now.
Can the witness be respectfully given a copy if the commissioners have any copy? You said Amadou Esli is your son?
Ahmad, yes, it's my son.
And Mamadou Lee?
Yes, and Mamadou Leigh.
When Mr. Lee was appointed, Amadou Esli was appointed, this was in on the 5th of October 2018.
Okay.
But then if you see, if you just turn to the last pages, you will see Annex B 4.2.
Okay.
Do you see the name of Mr. Amadou Esli?
Yes, I have seen it.
What was he appointed as? You will see the column, the designation.
Again? I don't get you well.
What was he appointed as?
Revenue collector.
What was his qualification?
Amadou left Armitage, from Armitage to GTTI. Was it GTTI? GTTI, yes. No. He attended some courses. Then from there to GTTI.
Which courses did he attend?
Computer courses. He attended computer courses.
Why are there no certificates of his qualification?
Well, I can produce his certificates, but I don't know why it's not there. I don't know.
Right.
Then from there to MDI, he did AAT up to level 1 up to level 3.
Level 1 up to level 3.
Yes.
Right. Any questions for the witness regarding the 2018 report?
Can I elaborate a bit? Okay.
You have stated in your statement for the one dated the 21st of December 2023, you indicated that the Trust Bank withdrawal of 472,000 These cash withdrawals were in relation to development expenditures. Did you see that? The second page, the third page. The third page of your statement.
472, yes.
Yes. Was this amounts withdrawn by you for development purposes?
Yes,
They were withdrawn by you,
it was withdrawn by me myself,
yourself,
yes.
and these were for development purposes.
No, it was not for development purposes, because for development purposes, I think I made a mistake here, but for development purposes,
No, I just, wait. I just want us to be clear, because this is your statement, and you said the trust bank account is for purposes of development, and these expenditures were withdrawn for the purposes of development. But now you are telling us that it is not the situation. So this statement is incorrect.
It's
this
incorrect.
Paragraph.
It's incorrect, sir.
Is
Ma,
incorrect.
it's
Is
incorrect, yes.
Okay, so you can explain what you want to explain.
They remind me, yes, I will say, they remind me that I said it here that any withdrawal that is made at the level of the banks, I send my director of finance. And that's true. Normally, I send my director of finance for all withdrawals, even Reliance. But for this particular issue, it's possible myself, I went to the bank and withdrew the money for payments. Because for salaries at that time, we were paying 400 plus salaries.
Now, if you say at that time your payment of salaries is about 400, there is no evidence in the trust bank transactions that shows that you withdrew that about 400,000 for the purpose of salary. Because what the transactions reveal in the trust bank account are different amounts at different times,
Yes.
which do not correspond to the statement you have just given, that the money would have been for issues of salary. Is
Yes.
that correct?
Yes.
So that statement is also incorrect, right?
The statement of salaries,
Yes, that you said.
is correct.
No, what I mean, for the, we are referring to this 472.
Exactly.
Yes, so you said this 472, you could have withdrawn 400,000 for salaries.
I said we were paying almost 450,000.
So it's not related to this. What you said now is not related
It's
to
related to this.
It's related to that?
Yes.
So, but now I am saying, in your statement, I can give you the trust bank account,
Yes.
and you show me how much you withdrew with respect to this amount and how much you paid for salary, and you correspond that with the vouchers to prove to us that what you withdrew and what you said was for salaries is actually for salaries. Because what we see in the transactions of your trust bank account is a different transaction. When you withdrew these amounts of money, they were different amounts of money withdrew at different times, you understand, in different, denominations.
Anything that I withdrew,
Yes.
and all I am going to tell you here, my withdrawal at the banks in council's coffers, it will not be more than 3 to 4 times. No, for the whole period of my stay in Janjanbureh. I always send my director who was responsible.
Yes. So now you will check the trust bank account
Okay.
and tell us the total, how many withdrawals total to this 472,000. Can you write that down, please?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes,
Have
I'm
you
ready.
written that?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes, so you have also stated in your statement, in your second statement, that on the issue of air conditioners from the council old building, the chairman, director of finance, and I took the said ACs away. Can you explain to us what you mean by that?
Yes, ma, you are right. When it was demolished, the old office building, we brought our ACs to the governor's office where we were. The chairman took one, director of finance take the one he was in his office, and I also took one, the old ones.
Okay, so was this reflected in your assets register that you distributed 3 air conditioners to yourselves?
No, we don't.
You did not reflect it?
No, it did not reflect
So
there.
would it be correct to say that
It's not correct, ma'am.
the asset register is not correct? It's not a true reflection of what
I
is
agree.
contained? Let me just finish my statement.
Okay.
So would I be correct to say that the asset register, even though you have one, would not be a true and correct asset register reflecting the assets of the council? Is that a fair statement, a correct statement to make?
Yes, it's correct.
Now, you have said that you have listed that you receive 250 from the Director of Finance, Babu Karmani, and you paid 49,000 to GRA through HM Trading as cost duty free. Are there any records to show that?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
So-
because
Yes, if there are records, please note it and you provide it for us. So we don't need to go over it because when we see the records, we can confirm. And you have said that, you said that there is a balance of 201,000 was returned to the Director of Finance. This 201,000, when it was returned to the Director of Finance, what instructions did you give to the Director of Finance with respect to this $201,000?
I did not see the $201,000.
That is, it is contained in your second statement dated the 12th of February 2024. 12th of February. That is your second statement. Did you see that?
Yes, I've seen it.
Okay. So now my question is, what was your instruction to the Director of Finance with respect to this 201,000 that was returned to him, as you stated in your statement? Did you see that?
Yes, I have seen it.
So can you please answer the question?
You said what directive? What
I said, what was your instruction as the CEO to the director when this amount was returned to him? And whether this amount, you understand, what was your instruction to the Director of Finance with respect to this amount?
The instructions is he will take the money and bank the money to the bank.
So when we look at your bank, your trust bank or your guaranteed trust bank, would we be able to see this 201,000 deposited, credited to your account? And did you confirm whether the Director of Finance credited this money into your account? into council's account?
No, ma, I did not confirm.
So you are not certain whether this money was returned to council coffers?
Yes, definitely.
Now, you also talked about the 470,000 which was paid to DCD.
Yes.
For the purposes of purchasing vehicles. How many vehicles were they?
2.
Are there any documentation of those things?
The vehicles.
Yes, the purchase, the receipts.
Yes, we were giving receipts, and I hand over the receipts to the Director of Finance.
And there are vouchers to that effect?
Yes, it should be.
So please note that we will need to see that and confirm as per your statement. So you...
That is 400 and how much?
470,000.
Okay.
There is also the cash payments of 50,000 and 75,000.
Yes.
Were there any reason for this cash payment to be made?
Yes.
Can you explain why?
These vehicles, we bought them from the DCD Helping Foundation,
Yes.
which the ministry is aware, and we came to Banjul here, we bought them. When we bought them, we pay GRA. The other one was 50,000, the other one was $75,000.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you have the GRA receipts indicating these payments, right?
Well, I was shown a receipt. I think I was shown a receipt. The receipt is there. I can produce the receipt.
Okay, so please produce the receipt for us for this 50 and the 75,000. You have indicated that 250,000 was paid for each of the 4 projects that were constructed in Dankunku Fulakunda and Bayan
Yes.
in Nyamina and Sinchu Samuya in Fuladu.
Yes.
So for each of the boreholes you paid 250,000 each.
Yes, I can fully remember for the one for Mr. Mboj, it was 250.
Yes.
Yes, I can remember that.
Yes, but your statement, I just want you to reconfirm this,
Okay.
that for each of these boreholes that were constructed, you paid 250,000. Is that?
Yes.
Is that what you paid?
Yes, 250.
Is there any evidence to that effect?
Yes.
Is contained in the vouchers?
Yes.
And there were receipts of these payments by the contractors that were contracted to do these boreholes? Did they issue the council receipts as evidence of payment?
Yes, very, very well.
Okay, so please note that and you provide us with. Yes, council.
Thank you very much. So let's just revisit the issue regarding the ACs in your additional statement. So currently, where are these ACs?
The ACs are, mine is with me still.
Yours is with you?
Yes, it's
You
with
mean
me.
in your office or in your
Out of the-
private?
Yes, my private house.
And then the chairman's AC?
The chairman AC likewise. For
How
that
many
one,
air conditions?
all in all, there are 3, only
Three.
3, yes. One was inside his office, one is in my office, one is in the director's office.
But they are currently in your own private homes?
For me,
Yes.
yes.
And how about the chairman?
Well, for the chairman, I mean, I think he's still using it.
In his own private office?
Yes.
Private home?
Yes,
And the same applies to the Director of Finance?
Director of Finance.
Who was
yes.
the chairman at the time? Is it Mr.
Ibrahim Jankosane.
Jankosane?
Yes.
And the Finance Director?
Bakar Mane.
Why would you take these ACs to your homes for your own private use?
Well, they were all ACs and they were demolishing our building, the council office. They were demolishing the council office. Then I said, Chair, how are we going to manage these ACs? He said, when the building is ready, you are going to buy a new one, because by that time I thought that I will be there. You are going to buy new air condition and you fix it for us. I said, that's true. He said, for that matter, these are old air conditions.
They are old.
They are old, yes.
But they were functional.
They were functional, yes.
They are serving the purpose.
They were serving the purpose.
How
yes.
old were they?
No, I cannot remember, simply because I found them there.
But that doesn't make it old. The mere fact that you found the AC there doesn't make it old. How old must it be for you to take it for your own personal use? Mr. Leigh, is that the procedure you follow in council?
No, that's not the procedure.
Why did you then decide to take council's assets for your own personal use, you and the chairman and the director of finance?
It was my mistake, myself, as the administrator. If not, I would have just leave it there as I did the other materials and go.
But how would we know that you haven't taken other materials or equipments of council?
I left them there.
But how will we know? If this is your practice, how will we know? There is a procedure for...
There are solar panels.
Yes.
Very heavy solar panels at the size of this table.
Yes.
But I did not take anything.
You didn't take the solar panels?
No.
Where are the solar panels?
They are still there.
Now, do you know how to dispose of assets of council? When council do not need an asset anymore, maybe probably it's because of it is worn out, or it is no longer serving the purpose. Do you know how the rules to follow regarding the disposal of the assets?
No, I don't know.
You don't know the financial manual regarding the procedure you must follow?
I know, but I just want to make things short. I don't know, simply because I was not following the financial manual. We are given these are the only two books that we used to read: the financial manual, the Audit Act,
so
the
you know about it.
2002 Act.
So you know about the financial manual. So you just say you know, but you refuse to follow it.
Yes.
What was the value of those ACs? Do you know?
No, I cannot value their value.
When was this? When did you take the ACs?
That was in 2018 itself, I believe.
In 2018?
Yes.
And you are still using the ACs, you and the chairman? And the...
me, for mine, I am not using it.
And you are liable for the ACs? You know you are responsible?
Yes, but I have said it. Yeah,
and you must pay for the value of the ACs?
Yes, I agree.
You agree with that?
Yes.
Right. I think it's already time, Chair.
Just ask one question, so we. You have stated that the multipurpose center that was built with the support of Gumworks agency were handed over to the youths and the governor and YEP.
Yes.
Yes. Why? Because you've said that the purpose of building the multi-purpose center was to aid the revenue generation of the council. So why would it be handed over to the youths through the governor and YEP?
Exactly, Ma. Thank you very much. This question is very important, simply because it was a big push and pull between the council and the youths of Janjanbureh, whereby I insisted that we are not going to hand over this multipurpose center to them, because we were making money out of this multipurpose center. You see, but it was, they pushed it with heavily on me, so much so that I was advised to hand over it to the governor, then the governor handed it over to YEP.
So, did the council make any counterpart contribution in
Exactly, Ma.
How much counterpart contribution did the council make?
For that one was not my time. It was not my time.
But it is not your time, but when you came, you found out because
Yes.
you wanted to maintain the multipurpose center
Yes.
for the purpose of generating income for the council.
Exactly.
So what was it, did you find out, did you check the records to know what was the counterpart funding council paid to Gumworks to construct the multipurpose center? Can you please note it and find out?
Yes, yes, I can
Because
do
there
that.
should be records.
Yes.
It is 1 o'clock. It is convenient point to stop. We'll continue tomorrow. We will not resume today's sitting. We will be back tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
Thank you. We may rise.